Another new one, this time we've got G8X and F8X solid aluminum diff bushings, and not just solid aluminum diff bushings, but offset diff bushings that raise the diff. All right, so why do you want to raise the diff? Well, the diff, when you lower the car, your axles, these are my axles here, are pretty parallel. And once you lower the car, that diff is going to go down, and now your axle geometry is going to get a little bit out of whack. So if you raise the diff, you bring it back up and restore the axle geometry, which means you're going to get better life, better performance out of those axles, getting that power to the ground. Also, you're going to do solid just to get rid of that driveline movement and whatnot. It is going to add a little bit of noise, vibration, harshness in VH, but that's kind of the price you pay when doing stuff like this in a track-focused car. So, how do we accomplish the diff lift? Well, we have these offset diff bushings, and we actually get more lift than any other bushing on the market, as we get 14 millimeters of lift because we do this dual offset. You've got the outer bushings, which are going to be lower, and then the inner bushings, upper, facing upwards, which means that that front mount allows you to raise the diff significantly. And then, of course, these big mounts make it a lot easier because you got a lot more real estate to raise this up at the back. When raising this, it does require clearancing the subframe a little bit. There's a little cross brace that goes across the front, just above the front of the diff, and you do need to clearance that out a little bit, which is super easy to do. Just a note for installation process that it does require a little bit of modification. Another piece for the F8X chassis cars is you can add a second diff mount to the rear. There's already a hole in the subframe just waiting for this subframe bushing to go into, and then you change the factory rear bracket to this PowerFlex bracket that is configured so that you can mount that second bushing right here with this threaded hole, so that it gives a lot more stability to the differential. In big power cars or even stock power cars, because these things make pretty good amount of power stock, that diff will twist under load, so this helps keep that diff planted, fixed, in the location it needs to get that power to the ground. We are also working on a dual mount solution for the G8X cars, as BMW once again left an opening for the extra diff bushing there in the subframe, but it's a little bit more complicated to add that second mount, but we are in the works of getting that configured, and stay tuned for more information on that. So if you would like to add these solid aluminum offset diff bushings to your F chassis or G chassis car, be sure to check it out at BimmerWorld.com.